I want you to answer in 6 seconds, because that's how long a Vine is.
Go ahead.
What do you have that makes companies think you can sell for them?
Great content that's quality, clean, and energetic. Boom, that was like 4.
That was pretty quick.
That was pretty quick, but define that for me. I love all those
now you get to expand, and we're not going to hold you to 6 seconds.
I have a lot of substance.
You ripping your pants off in a grocery store.
Brands love it.
I click on, but why?
Yeah, so something about the pants ripping, brands are like, this kid can sell. No, I think it's the fact that my content is, the production quality is, it's top notch on Vine. It's more than just your 6-second video. My videos have layers. So pranks, for example, ripping my pants off. There's stuff that goes beyond. People think, oh, what happened before this Vine? What happened after? Because you see the 6 seconds.
I'm going to guess your pants were on before the Vine.
No. So, yeah, I know. My pants are always on before the Vines. I rip them off, and then clearly everyone's like, what's going on after that?
Holy cow, that was a hard thing you just did. You did a push-up and then jumped into some sort of pipe.
I have to ask, have you hurt yourself doing any of this stuff?
Unfortunately, yes. The answer is yes.
I would have imagined yes.
Yeah.
Is Jackass your inspiration?
No, just because I wanna put a little more humor than just hurting myself. Yeah, these are some pretty crazy clips. You know, I'm a funny guy outside of just hurting myself. I like to think, anyways.
Holy cow!
You know.
Were you a dancer to start with?
No, everyone asked me that. They asked me if I'm a cheerleader or a gymnast. No, I'm just really flexible. I started stretching one day, and one day I was able to do the splits.
All right, well, you did a Vine, actually, while you were here in Bloomberg World headquarters today. I just want to get a sense, because we talk to advertising gurus all the time about the content they create, the value around it. You sat in our studio for 30 minutes. You created something. I want to see it. Because I don't know if I'm buying this. Let's take a look.
Hey. Hey.
Oh!
Someone!
Oh, my God.
That also looks like it really hurts.
Yeah, I think the jeans made it harder, definitely. And then the boots.
All right, can I ask you, are you making a fool of these companies that are signing with you? If I'm a big-time CEO, right, and I said, this is what I need for my company, part of me feels like that CEO feels like a jackass buying into you.
Yeah, so the clips that you guys saw, they are a little jackassy. But a lot of my videos are just slapstick humor where people can enjoy them without laughing at me. And I think because my demographic is younger and I know how to capture them, I know how to captivate, I know how to make people laugh, especially the younger generation. And I think brands now, that's what they're trying to do.
Well, they're definitely trying to do it. They've been trying to do it for years. Does it surprise maybe or even amaze you that they have so much trouble reaching that audience?
It does, because to me it's so easy. I mean, like, I am my own demographic, and I think that's the secret to my success is because I know what's funny. I know I'll make a Vine sometimes, spend hours doing it, I'll look at it, but if it sucks, like, I'll say it to myself just because I don't want to trick myself.
How long does it take to make the typical Vine?
10 minutes to 3 hours for 6 seconds. So a lot of people don't expect that.
Well, 3 hours for 6 seconds sounds like a lot, but think of what goes into a GM commercial.
Exactly.
Months and months and millions of dollars, and yet, as we all know, they're the most car commercials are the single most uncreative thing on television, and yet they continue to pour
like
millions of dollars into it.
Are you going to drop out of school to do this full time?
That's the hot topic right now.
Well, answer it. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Next subject.
Are you going to drop out of school? Why not?
The only dilemma I have is I don't know if this is sustainable. Right now, it is. But is Vine going to die? Is it going to succeed? Who knows? And
what do you think? You're
you
a
could migrate
superstar.
to another platform, couldn't you?
That's what we're trying to do. Expand outside of Vine.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go mainstream. I want to act.
What is mainstream?
Direct.
What
TV.
is, like, I don't even know what mainstream is again today.
TV, movies, anything outside of strictly social media, I think.
Do you you said we. Do you have a whole team?
Yeah, the Logan Paul team.
And are they all at your university? I mean, how does all this happen? Do you consider this 15 minutes of fame? Or do you think, I want to take this... explain to me how you define this business.
So, yeah, fortunately, I don't think it's 15 minutes of fame because my fans have come to love my personality. I love it. Thank you. My engagement, like, on all my social media is awesome because I have people who love me more than just like, oh, there's Logan Paul acting in a movie or there's Logan Paul on Instagram. They fall in love with my personality. So I got these clingers and it's beautiful.
I could see why you want to do something that lasts longer than 6 seconds. But why go for old media? TV or movies, for example.
Oh, my God.
Like, isn't a platform like, I don't know, maybe it's not Facebook, but something else, supposed to be the future? Supposed to be what replaces movies and what replaces television?
You would think. I just think it goes back to the whole sustainable thing.
That's some funny
Which
stuff.
Which one?
The banana?
The banana
into a backflip followed by jumping over a car?
And then boom. Yeah, I think it goes back to the whole sustainable thing. I'm not sure if the social media is sustainable, but movies, television, it is. To me, it is.
All right, do you run a risk here that Vine does go away? That fast forward 7 years, this was a flash in the pan, and you kind of look like a fool. What if 7 years from now you decide to pursue an engineering career, and these videos live on forever? Then what? Have you thought of what those consequences could be? You know, I think, what's his name? The movies that Snoop Dogg was in, Joe Francis, Girls Gone Wild. I think people who thought, Girls Gone Wild, great time, let's be part of it. Those people can't get out of that.
Definitely. They probably are
all the time.
Big mistake. Honestly, I'm not too worried about that. I'm the kind of person where if I put my mind to something, it's going to happen. So if I want to pursue this, I'll make it happen.
All right, well, your parents, right?
Parents.
At this point, they could say, this is great, he has all these followers. When you first started doing this, given what a smart kid you are, you got into engineering school, did they think this was a good move?
They didn't think it was a bad move. They were just kind of neutral about it. Logan, you have 40,000 followers? Okay. Hey, 1 million, they're like, wow, so this is kind of serious, working with big brands, you know, Pepsi, HBO. And so they kind of hopped on the train. They actually each have their own Vine account.
How lucrative is this for you?
Pretty lucrative for a college student. I don't want to say exactly how lucrative, but like I said, for a college student, we can get our hands on anything. And the fact that I'm working with the biggest brands in the world is incredible.
How did they find you? How did HBO and Pepsi find you?
I think it's because, like I said, they're trying to reach a younger demographic. They're trying to expand into places where they haven't hit yet. And Vine is so new and so prime for those kind of advertisements and promotions. They go on, they say, oh, who's popping on this media? They find me, and boom.